And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to WVRC 104.7 FM's coverage of Roane County High School Lady Raider softball action. We welcome you inside the Lady Raider softball complex on the Lick Fork side of Roane County High School as we prepare for this doubleheader in the Little Canal Conference featuring the 4-1 Lady Raiders and the 1-4 Wirt County Lady Tigers. Glad you could join us on WVRC 104.7 FM, WVRCFM.com. We are streaming live audio, and, of course, all of our fans out there joining us on Facebook Live. Andrew Miller alongside my partner Matt White, Joe McDonald with A&M Digital Technologies here once again to help us with the graphics, the instant replays, and the scoreboard. And Katie Nutter over on the camera for us once again here for this doubleheader. George Allen is our studio technician back at WVRC Control. Coming off a win last night in conference, Matt, a very nice 12-3 victory over South Harrison in 5 shortened innings. You come in here today with beautiful weather, the bipolar West Virginia weather that we continue to have, and you've got an opportunity against a Wirt County team kind of in rebuild mode.
Yeah, it's going to, if you look at this matchup on paper, Roane County's got to be favored pretty heavily in this one. Not a lot of similar opponents yet so far in this season. Wirt County struggled to put runs on the board. They did get 2 runs against Williamstown in a loss. They did win against Hannon 11-1, so there is some productivity there in this lineup. It's just one of those things you're just going to have to wait and see. Roane County does tend to struggle a little bit against slower pitchers. So, if Wirt County is able to keep control and not lose pitches and leave anything too far out over the plate, you never know how this game's going to come out. But as it stands on paper, Roane County should be heavily favored in this one. Like you said, absolutely gorgeous evening. A little bit windy at times, but just a drastic turnaround from what we saw last night.
Yeah, 25 degrees at the end of the baseball game last night. Here's how it's broken down for the Lady Raiders so far. They led off with a 7-5 victory over Lewis County. Following that, with a victory over Braxton County 12-2, a loss at Gilmer County in a close LKC contest 11-9, followed up by 2 more victories in conference. Calhoun County falling to the Lady Raiders 15-0, and then South Harrison last night falling to Roane County 12-3. For Wirt County, got their season started with a loss 15-0 to St. Mary's. Again, the victory over Hannon 11-1. Williamstown, Wahama, and Tyler Consolidated all defeating Wirt County back-to-back 17-2, 14-0, and 15-0 for head coach Clint Found. Of course, as Matt White said, Wirt County struggling to score runs this season at the early portion of the year. Let's take a look at both the starting lineups. First off, for the Wirt County Lady Tigers, leading off here today and playing shortstop will be Kaylee Murray. Batting second behind home plate, the catcher Braylon Slack. Batting third out in center field, Kaylee Copeland. Batting cleanup and playing third, Kaylee Fout. Batting fifth and playing first base, Mulaney Smith. Batting sixth and pitching today will be Harley Boyce. Batting seventh at second base, Avery Reeder. Batting eighth out in left field is Katie Dusky. And batting ninth and playing the 9 position, the right fielder, Allie Neff. For Roane County, Piper Harlan is the leadoff batter. She'll be out in right field. Carly Greathouse batting second and center. Cadence Steele at shortstop batting third. Lacey Mitchell, the cleanup hitter, at first. Katie Young behind the plate batting fifth, and pitching again today, Mahaley Nicholson. She will be the batter number 6. Batting seventh will be Michaela Boatwright over at third, and Lexi Burdett will check in to play second base here today, as Callie Williams is out of town right now. So Burdett getting the start, not behind home plate at second. She'll bat eighth. Batting ninth will be the left fielder, Fair Smelko. Those are your lineups. Take a quick break for our sponsors. Come back, and we'll have the first pitch in game number 1 of our doubleheader, Roane County and Wirt County, after this.
Let's play ball.
sir.
How much did we need?
We welcome you back to the Lady Raider softball complex over the Lick Fork side of Roane County High School as we get set for LKC Conference softball. Roane County and Wirt County in a twin bill. Game one getting ready to begin in the top of the first inning. For Wirt County, to the plate first, the shortstop Kaylee Murray, the catcher Braylon Slack, and the center fielder Kaylee Copeland. Let's check out the defense for the Lady Raiders. In the center circle pitching, I keep calling it the center circle, I'm in basketball season. In the pitcher circle will be Mahaley Nicholson, the sophomore, already out to a big start to her season. 45 strikeouts in just 25 innings of work. Her catcher is Katie Young. Over at first, Lacey Mitchell. Again, Lexi Burdett starting at second base. Cadence Steele at short. Michaela Boatwright at third. Ferris Melko in left. Carly Greathouse in center, and Piper Harlan over in right field.
Leading off for the lady side will be number 7, Kaylee Murray.
See if Roane County continues to roll after that nice win last night over South Harrison, 12-3. Short game in 5 innings. They were up 12-0 at one point. Katie Young, was it a 2-run shot?
2-run home run, her first of the year. Nicholson toes the rubber, ready to work here. First pitch ripped right back to the pitcher off of the glove of Nicholson, right into the glove of Cadence Steele. A little assist by the pitcher, and then the 6-3 putout to begin.
Yeah, I thought Nicholson was going to be able to make that grab, but it's a good reaction there behind her by Cadence Steele. You know, she's already moving to her left to try to field that ball. Had to turn around, move to the right, pick it up, make a nice throw, get the first out.
Braylon Slack, the catcher, digs in. First pitch, and again, Wirt County stepping up to the plate, aggressive. Murray, we saw her a lot in basketball season, very talented sophomore. First pitch fouled off by Slack, 0-1 the count. It's a beautiful day here, 80 degrees with a breeze. 0-1 pitch. That one stays upstairs a bit.
Just a little bit, maybe. Looked like a pretty decent pitch.
Nicholson rocks and fires. That one slides inside, 2-1 to Slack. Roane County 4-1 on the season, 3-1 in the LKC Conference. Next pitch, high and away as Nicholson working through the first batter here, the second batter, sorry. You'll see her work with that softball. She rolls it around on the jersey until she feels what she wants. 3-1 pitch upstairs. And a base on balls issued to Slack on 5 pitches. Runner aboard first in the top of the first with 1 out, and the center fielder, Kaylee Copeland, into the right side. The wind up at the first pitch, and that one missing low. So after the first pitch down the middle to Murray, just 1 out of the next 5 have been in the zone. 1-0 to Copeland. That one finds the mark. Copeland golfs it foul, first base side.
Good contact on that one. It's a nice pitch on the outside corner. See if Nicholson settles back in. Like you say, after giving up that 5-pitch walk, got to just continue to attack the hitters.
Outfielders playing extremely shallow here to Copeland. The 1-1 pitch, that one rides inside right off the kneecap. And just like that, a pair of ducks on the pond here in the top of the first for Wirt County.
Up next, number 16, Kaylee Fowl.
You just got to keep battling here. Still very early in this ball game, just the top of the first.
Third baseman, Kaylee Fout. First pitch, and that's one to settle you right down the pipe. Called strike 1 to Fout. 0-1 the count. I just can't get over it. It was 30 degrees less than 24 hours ago. 80 now. 0-1 pitch, a little low, good stop behind the plate. They're going to send the runner down to third. The throw is on time, and they got her. A great throw from the catcher, senior Katie Young. It was a little bit off the baseline, and a nice job by Boatwright, Matt, of grabbing and securing the tag.
Yeah, that was just a nice play all around. Good heads up there behind the plate. Young dropped that ball for just a second. Quick reaction, though, to corral it, and, yeah, nice job applying the tag down there at third.
Swing on high heat that time, 1-2 to Fout. So just like that, after a walk and a hit by pitch, the 2-on-1 out turns into a runner on first with 2 outs and a 1-2 count. Things can change quickly here. Nicholson trying to get out of the inning quickly now. Missing upstairs. Look at Young. Jumping up there and keeping the runner at first.
It's usually tough to get a pass ball. Here's kind of a short backstop. Tend to get a lot of ricochets.
Here's one nub down the first baseline. Easy roller to Mitchell. Grabs it, steps on the bag, and that is it in the top of the first. No runs after a couple of runners reach base. To the bottom of the inning we go. Roane County to the plate for the first time. No. Sorry. Sadie gave me the look. She's like, no. Moving into the bottom of inning number 1, game 1 of our doubleheader, Roane County and Wirt County, no score yet. The Lady Tigers had a pair of ducks on the pond, a walked batter, followed by a hit batter by Mahaley Nicholson. What a nice couple of plays, including a pickoff, a throw down to third on a steal attempt by Katie Young to Boatwright, and then a ground out unassisted to Lacey Mitchell at first. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Bottom of the inning we go. Lady Raiders to the plate. Harlan, Greathouse, and Steele will lead it off. Let's check the defense for Wirt County. Pitching today, Harley Boyce. Her battery mate is Braylon Slack at first. Mulaney Smith at second base. Avery Reeder. Shortstop is Kaylee Murray. Third baseman, Kaylee Fout. Left fielder is Katie Dusky. Center fielder, Kaylee Copeland. And right fielder is Allie Neff. Piper Harlan hitting .625 on the year. 5 RBIs, 5 triples. You didn't hear that wrong, Matt. 5 triples in just 6 games, or 5 games so far. 8 runs scored for the sophomore.
Well, we knew she had a lot of extra base hits last season in her freshman campaign. And just starting off sophomore year the same way.
Checks the swing on the inside pitch from Boyce. 1-0 the count.
One of the things you're going to have to work against here this evening, a lot of wind gusts. Checked the maps earlier today. Gusts up to 30 to 40 miles per hour this evening. So, you know, if you're an outfielder, that could end up playing havoc on you.
2-0 pitch coming inside corner, turned on and grounded foul. 2-1 the count to Harlan. One of these batters would like a gust of wind to go straight out to the outfield on a hit. See if they can put one over the fence line. Already Lacey Mitchell with a home run this year, as well as Katie Young last night. Another pitch from Boyce. Sails inside. 3-1 to the leadoff hitter, Harlan.
I mentioned earlier, see how these Roane County hitters adjust to the slower speed.
Right over the middle. This one's popped up in center field. Moving back. That is going to get over the head of Copeland. And you know Harlan's got wheels. Here she comes, rounding second into third with yet another triple, number 6 on the season for Piper Harlan.
Again, I think that was the wind kind of carried that one out into the outfield. Copeland, I think, had a good read on it. It just sailed over the head. Just kept right on going.
Yeah, you saw early in that hit, she stopped and turned around to run.
Yeah.
So Carly Greathouse, she'll square to bunt, lays one down on the third baseline perfectly. The throw goes over anyway, and that's going to allow Harlan to head home to score. I thought maybe Fout would hold that throw. Instead, Greathouse safe with the bunt, and that will allow the run to score. So an RBI bunt single for Greathouse, who was hitting .316 before that one. She now has 5 RBIs on the year.
And you can tell that was the design. You're trying to get them to make that throw to first so that you can use the speed of Harlan to come on home.
Squaring to bunt is Steele, and Greathouse just going to keep on running as nobody was over at third. Smart base running. A stolen base for Greathouse. That is number 3, and then she headed on over to third. Give her 4.
Yeah, the shortstop Murray recognized it that no one was covering third, but just couldn't quite get there in time. Great, smart base running there from Greathouse.
Pitch from Boyce missing upstairs. 1-1 the count. Steele on the year. .538 hitter, 3 RBIs, a pair of doubles, 10 runs scored, and a couple stolen bases for Steele. Next pitch. That one missing low and inside. 2-1. Lady Raiders already on the board here in the bottom of the first. 1-0. Roane County's only been held fewer than 10+ in one game, and they made it to 9 against Gilmer. Obviously, the bats have been working early this year. 3-1 now to Steele. Boy's trying to paint the inside corner.
And really, even in that Gilmer County game, we felt like that the bats really weren't, not everybody was even alive in that game, and still able to put 9 on the board.
Called strike on the corner. Boys staying on that inside area. Now a full count to steal. Cleanup hitter Lacey Mitchell in the on-deck circle. Runner on third. Still no outs, bottom of the first. Here comes the payoff pitch, and Boyce losing Steele, and Steele's going to take off for second. They're going to throw down there, and Roane County was not paying attention over there at third, Matt, as that's what you were trying to do was get the throw. Down to second, they got it, and Greathouse was hanging out over at third.
I was over there having a chat with third base coach Kate Williams, and I'm not sure if that really was the design of that one.
Oh! Next pitch, that is hit off of the leg of Boyce, and a very smart play by the first baseman Mulaney Smith, but my goodness,
Ow.
On the first pitch that Lacey Mitchell saw, she rips it right off of the shin of Boyce, and they're going to have to check on her, make sure she's okay. We're hoping against all hope that hit meat and not bone.
Well, right there on the shin, there's not a whole lot of meat to make contact with. That was a hard hit shot. My gosh, that's got to hurt bad.
So Mitchell with the sac RBI will score Greathouse from third. And we are now checking on the pitcher for Wirt County, Harley Boyce. That was a hard hit line drive right at the leg. She looks to be okay, though.
Yeah, she's going to tough it out.
Well, we can only hope that just hits, again, muscle and not bone.
Yeah, they're going to give her a couple of pitches here to see how it went off the left leg. It's going to be your plant leg as you're pitching forward. So seems like she's okay.
Yeah, she needed one. Looked at her coach, said, "I'm fine, coach. Let's
good.
go." So now 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Roane County has plated 2 to lead 2-0. Bases are empty for Katie Young, 583, 11 RBIs to lead this team. Pair of doubles and that home run last night. And Boyce showing no ill effects from the shot. Fires one over the middle for strike one.
And you can see with that one, Young, she was waiting, going to take that one no matter what. Just trying to get a feel for the slower pitch and just get her timing down.
That has been an issue for a few years for some of these top Roane County hitters. They like and have worked against and practiced and played against a lot of speed pitchers. So, boy, you slow it down, and it's going to be tough. This one right between the shoulder blades on the back side of Katie Young. Hit the 4 right in the middle. So the hit batter will send another runner to the plate, and a pinch runner coming in. I'm assuming that is Greathouse, right?
Yeah, it is Elizabeth Greathouse.
So Greathouse will pinch run at first. Lady Raiders no stranger to 2-out rallies, and this is the best hitter on the team statistically right now. Mahaley Nicholson, 733. That is astronomical. 3 RBIs, 5 doubles, a triple. And the first pitch, she'll go at it, dribbles it back towards Boyce. She'll fire to first. And out of the inning are the Lady Tigers. 2 across for Roane County after 1 complete. Roane County 2, Wirt County 0. After 1 complete inning here from Roane County High School's Lady Raiders softball complex, 2-0, Roane County on top of Wirt County, bottom of the first. Lady Raiders producing 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors defensively, and 1 left on base. Top second we go, hitters 5, 6, and 7. Coming up for the Wirt County Lady Tigers, it will be first baseman Mulaney Smith, the pitcher Harley Boyce, and second baseman Avery Reeder to lead it off. And Nicholson ready to go to work in her second inning today. An interesting first inning. First pitch out of the leadoff batter, Kaylee Murray, and then a walk and a hit batter. And here's a first pitch swing. That one right back to the pitcher's circle. A couple of feet over to the right for Nicholson and over to her teammate, Mitchell.
That's about as efficient as you can get. One pitch, right back to you, easy out.
So we'll see if there's any after effects of that line drive off of the leg of the pitcher Boyce as she steps to the plate. Nicholson fires one outside for the first one. And she is constantly working on that delivery, Matt. You see if it doesn't go across, she's always working on her form. Next pitch, inside corner, beautiful location, called strike 1.
That was an excellent pitch. That thing had a lot of movement, worked itself right back into the hands of the right-handed hitter.
1-1 the count. Working to the outside that time, 2-1. And normally, Nicholson's already got a couple Ks by now on the stat sheet. None yet.
It's okay. Just keep throwing strikes and let your defense help you out.
2-1 pitch, low and inside, 3-1. Boatwright playing in at third. Shallow in the outfield as well. Next offering. That one misses low, and that will be walk number 2 of the day for Mahaley Nicholson. A 1-out runner on first, and the second baseman, Avery Reeder, coming to the plate. As Matt mentioned, obviously, Wirt County has the ability to score some runs, 11 against Hannon. And what I've seen in the first couple innings is aggressive swings. Speaking of, there's one. Reeder catching some air on that first pitch strike. Gotta say, Reeder's shoe game is on point, Matt. You see those cleats?
Those would make John Penna proud.
Pitch gets away from Young. That will send Boyce in scoring position out at second. Not necessarily the orange and black that we're known for with Wirt County. They are purple and green. I don't care. They look cool.
Like a neon green.
1-1 the count. Low and inside goes Nicholson. Behind now 2-1. 1 out, top second. And the Lady Raiders with a slim 2-0 lead here in game 1 of 2. Two 2-1 pitch. That one nearly clips the leg, or did it? Well, Reeder thought that was ball 4. 3-1 the count. Early on here, Nicholson, Matt, she's been behind in 4 separate counts in the first 2 innings. So working through some control issues here to begin this ball game. 3-1 pitch. That one finds the inside corner.
Like I said a little bit ago, you just got to, maybe take a little bit off of it. I think he's trying to overcompensate a little bit. Try to just keep the ball close to the plate here in this situation. Let your defense work for you.
Payoff pitch, slapped foul.
It was a good job fighting that one off. It was coming in on the hands.
And we've seen already the balls that have been put in play, Matt, have been to the right side of the infield. You go back to that's why Piper Harlan has moved over from left to right field.
Yeah, the velocity that Nicholson brings, it's hard to catch up to some of those pitches.
Check swing on the 3-2 pitch, and that one misses. Back-to-back walks issued by Nicholson. Now she has 3 and a hit batter in the first pair of innings. Hitter number 8 coming to the plate. It will be the left fielder, Katie Dusky. So remember, Roane County had allowed runners on first and second with 1 out in the first inning. As Nicholson rifles one right over the middle of the plate. It was a pickoff on a steal attempt by Young at third to Boatwright, followed by a ground out that ended the inning just as fast as it got going.
This is the exact similar setup as what we had in the first.
And a very late swing by Dusky on that fastball. 0-2. Number 9 hitter in the order, Allie Neff, is on deck. Top second, 2-0 Roane County. 0-2 offering. That one slides away. 1-2 now. A 1-2 pitch in there for strike 3, and that will represent the first K of the game for Nicholson.
Now batting number 1.
2 outs now here in the top of the second. And Allie Neff, hitter number 9, position number 9, right fielder in the order. Check swing, called strike anyway on the inside corner. I tell you, Nicholson here in this first and a couple innings setting everything up on the inside. I imagine that'll change as the game goes on.
She's really done a pretty good job of hitting those marks on the inside corner.
Staying inside, that one misses a little too far. Yeah, just as much as she just throws inside, eventually she's going to throw one outside corner. All right, now everything jamming the batters. Top of the order, Kaylee Murray waiting on deck. 1-1 pitch, took a little off that one, and that one sails across the inside corner again. 1-2 now to Neff. Boyce out at second, Reeder at first with 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch, that one gets away, 2-2.
You can see you're trying to change the level of the pitch, trying to get them up in the zone, try to get the hitters to chase some of those high fastballs.
There comes a 2-2 pitch, that one missing inside, 3-2 to Neff. Again, Murray took a swing at the first pitch, ripped it up the middle, hit off of the glove of the pitcher Nicholson, ended up being thrown out by the shortstop. Here comes the payoff pitch right down Main Street. It freezes Neff and Nicholson in the defense for the second straight inning out of the little jam as we move to the bottom of inning number 2. Roane County to the plate. They lead it 2-0. Moving into the bottom of the second, Roane County leading Wirt County 2-0. Again, Nicholson, a little bit of control issues there in the beginning of that second inning, walked a pair of batters back-to-back, but in the end, she struck out the last 2 batters to make up for it. No hits, no runs, no errors, and 2 Lady Tigers left on base. So we move to the bottom half of the inning. In the bottom of Roane County's order, 7, 8, 9 due up. Michaela Boatwright Lexi Burdett and Fair Smelko. And Boatwright, 5 games into this season, a .583 hitter, 3 RBIs, and 3 stolen bases. So Boatwright having a good start to this campaign as Boyce continues to throw after taking one right off of the leg from Mitchell's bat. First pitch missing upstairs, 1-0.
Yeah, we've said all along this Roane County team from top to bottom, all extremely capable hitters.
And Boyce missing upstairs yet again, 2-0 now.
You really don't lose much in the way of production from 1 all the way down to the 9 hitter.
Yeah, Roane County is pretty famous for big innings in games. You think you got them with 2 outs, and suddenly they put 8 on the board. And that is something that you and I have watched for many years now. 2-1 the count after Boatwright fouls one down the third base line. I'll tell you what, got a pet-friendly facility here. A lot of dogs roaming around. Enjoy it. 2-1 pitch, stays up at the eyeballs. 3-1 now to Boatwright. A lot of puppies.
Just absolutely gorgeous evening.
Yeah, everybody itching to get outside after winter came for the second time. 3-1 pitch hits off of the inside of the plate, and a 5-pitch walk issued to the leadoff batter in Boatwright. And that will bring Lexi Burdett to the plate. Just 4 plate appearances on the year, but she does have 2 RBIs, a double. Again, in the field now, normally the backup catcher in the field as a freshman for the senior Callie Williams, who is decidedly out of the state right now, having fun on vacation over spring break. One and 0 the count. You see Boyce, Matt. She's still kind of working that leg that got hit. Obviously, I mean, as the adrenaline wears off, the pain starts to build.
It's going to continue. That thing's, it's going to bruise, turn all kinds of fun colors. And every time you plant, it's going to get just a little bit more tender.
And Boyce fires one over the inside corner. 2-1 to Burdett. Boyce rocks and fires inside corner underneath it a bit. It's over to Murray at short. And right on the outfield grass, Murray grabs it for out number 1. Burdett just got underneath that a bit. You can get that one lined out. That's in the gap for extra bases.
Again, still just trying to adjust your timing. You're seeing a lot slower pitches coming at you. It's real easy to try to get out in front. And like you said, you drop that back shoulder.
Here's Smelko laying down a bunt on the first pitch, and it is a beautiful one. Now they're going to send Boatwright on the throw to first all the way over to third. Smelko, a .417 hitter coming into that at-bat, and she dropped a beauty of a bunt from the left side.
Yeah, she was going to be safe no matter what. First baseman bobbled it a little bit, which allowed Boatwright to get over to third. So runners on the corners. Roane County with a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the second.
Imagine Smelko will move on this first pitch to Harlan. There she goes. And no throw coming down this time. Pair of runners in scoring position here for Harlan. She had a triple right to straightaway center field in the first inning and scored on the RBI by Greathouse. .625 hitter with now 6 triples in 6 games, an average of 1 per game. That is pretty good. 1-0 pitch. Harlan holds as long as she can and surprised by that inside corner called strike.
Yeah, she felt like that one moved in on her a little bit more, but it did kind of drop over that inside corner.
2-0 Roane County, a chance to make it 3 or 4 with runners in scoring position. 1-1 pitch. Harlan waits on it and rips it opposite field. 1 run will score. Heading around is Smelko. She's got wheels. And Harlan is in there, and now Harlan is going to be picked off at first. Couple of base running mistakes here in a couple of innings for Roane County. Nevertheless, Harlan produces with a pair of RBIs on her second straight base hit of the game.
Yeah, you hang around just a little bit too long off of first base trying to see if there's going to be any kind of an error. Smart play there by the defense. 4-0 now, Roane County with the lead.
Appreciate that, Matt. I'm trying to write down all that just happened there.
Bottom of the second, 2 out.
Greathouse dribbles one down to third. The play for Fout's going to be tough, not in time, and that's an infield single. Fielded cleanly, thrown well, and Carly Greathouse with the wheels beats it out.
That's why you hustle down the line no matter what. It was you could take that one as, that's going to be an easy out, but hustle goes a long way. Get yourself on the base.
Caden Steele walked her first plate appearance. They're going to send the runner on the strike, and no throw coming. And again, Murray that time remembered Greathouse didn't stop at second the first time. She just ran around to third.
She might have had an opportunity to do that again.
0-1 the count to Steele. Inside pitch, and Steele, again, little matrix action. Playing vertical limbo. Or else that one clips her in the back. Is that what I would call a vertical limbo? Or just limbo?
You just call it a lean back.
A lean back, yes. 1-1 the count's what it is.
Not a look back.
Next pitch, Boyce looking for the outside, just missing. Again, Steele walked on a full count pitch in the first and then took off for second with Greathouse on third. She was thrown out, and Greathouse never moved off the bag at third. A little miscommunication. 2-1 pitch. This one inside corner, tattooed. Left field fence line. Is it going to get out? It is. And Caden Steele rockets one over the left field fence for her first home run of the season, and she's loving it. You see it on the instant replay, and that was tattooed, Matt.
I don't
Perfect.
think there was any doubt that one was going to get out. That one just absolutely jumped off the bat. Beautiful swing. Whole team there to greet her at the plate. 2-run shot, Roane County 6-0. Bottom second, 2 outs.
The round tripper, 2-run jack shot. And Roane County working hard here. Here's one fouled off right in front of us. Just didn't make it to us. So Mitchell.
Thought I was going to be able to make a play on that one.
Is going to sacrifice your body from the second floor window. 0-1 the count. Mitchell, of course, swung at the first pitch in the first inning, ripped it right off of the shin of the pitcher, Boyce. It ricocheted over to first base for the out. 0-1 pitch. That one ripped into the gap between short and third. It's off of the foot of the left fielder. Mitchell heading around second. She's going to head towards third. The throw coming in, not in time. So we'll call it a single and an error, and Mitchell is in scoring position.
Again, just hustling around the base paths. It was misplayed out there in left field. Nice hard hit shot, though, right up in between the gap, third and short. So he set up a great situation here with Young at the plate. Runner on third.
Again, they've been able to adjust to this speed difference now. You see Young all the way up at the front of the batter's box, though. This one jams her, popped up in the infield, and immediately gobbled up by the third baseman, Kaylee Fout. But Roane County plating 4 in the second. They lead it after 2 complete, 6-0. And we'll be back with the third inning after this. After 2 complete innings here in Game 1 of our doubleheader, Roane County now leads Wirt County by 6. As the Lady Raiders in the bottom of the second added 4 runs on 5 base hits, including the 2-run home run by Caden Steele over the left field fence line, her first of the year. 1 error and 1 left on, so 6-0 Roane County. Into the third we go, and back to the top of the order for Wirt County. Kaylee Murray, Braylon Slack, and Kaylee Copeland, hitters 1, 2, and 3 in the order. So Roane County, a little breathing room here early. Murray swung at the first pitch, ripped it straight up the guts. As Nicholson in the first inning got a hand on it, or got a glove on it, I should say. It's caromed off of the glove over to shortstop, and Steele threw Murray out. Well, Murray steps in for the second time. See if Nicholson can work through those control issues from the first couple of innings. First pitch, that's one way to do it. Fastball at the knees for strike 1.
You just got to continue to be aggressive and just keep going at the hitters. See if they can catch up to the velocity.
Murray does. She'll chop it foul, third baseline. But she is behind in the count now, 0-2. Murray, a very good multisport athlete over at Wirt County.
We saw a lot of her during basketball season. She was really a solid shooter, a good ball handler. And that's probably why she's a starting shortstop here for the Lady Tigers.
Next pitch missing upstairs, 1-2 to Murray. I'm not sure if she plays volleyball in the fall. Talk about a great volleyball program, Wirt County. They have won many state titles in single A. This one opposite field. That one gets over the glove of Burdette and trickles into the outfield for the leadoff single for Murray.
You can see she got caught a little bit trying to slide over. You get indecisive of whether to get the glove hand down, normal hand or go backhand for it. Took a hard jump right there at the end, trying to switch back over from normal grip to an overhand.
Braylon Slack for the second time. Check swing on the first offering. Upstairs from Nicholson. Slack walked on 5 pitches, but she was the one thrown out, trying to steal third back in the first inning. Really changed the complexion of that inning fast. 6-0 Roane County, the 1-0 pitch. That one down the middle. 1-1 the count to Slack. It's a beautiful day here. Much, much different than 12 hours ago when we were bundled up for a baseball game in 30-degree weather. Next pitch swung on and missed. A little bit of high heat that time.
I think she may have taken just a little bit, just enough off of that pitch to confuse the hitter.
The 1-2 pitch upstairs. That time Slack laid off. Count evens at 2 apiece. Copeland on deck here in the top of the third. Now 6-0. Roane County leading after the 4-run bottom of the second. 2-2 pitch inside corner, chopped back to the pitcher's circle. Fielded cleanly, and to first it goes for out number 1. That will advance Murray, though, into scoring position.
Yeah, Murray got a good jump on that one. No chance to turn 2. Smart play, get the out. And a good job there by Boatwright, recognizing to retreat back to third to not allow Murray to advance an extra base.
Center fielder Kaylee Copeland hit by a pitch in the first inning. She'll take a swing. First ball, and that one is going to be Steele and Murray running into each other, and that's going to be runner interference.
Yeah, they just ran, square into each other.
So that was just unfortunate for Murray, as they're calling runner interference.
Yeah, in those situations where it's you're right on the base paths, it's the responsibility of the runner to avoid that contact. So that's why Murray would be called out.
And Coach Fount just getting just a confirmation of that, and, of course, shaking his head. He understands now exactly why it was called what it was called. So now 2 outs, and this is just the 3rd inning in a row that this has been this way. Get a couple of batters on, you're like, what's going to happen? Well, now there's just 1 runner aboard first and 2 outs.
A couple times there it was the defense just making some plays for you. We had to throw out pickoff attempt at 3rd. Then you just keep battling back. That time you get the interference call on Murray for the Lady Tigers. So 2 outs, 6-0. Roane County still on top.
And an 0-1 count here to Fount. Next pitch, right down Main Street. Belt high fastball, and Fount lays off. 0-2. Fount's the one that grounded out in the first to the first baseman to end the first inning threat. And the 0-2 pitch chopped down the first baseline again. This one trickled foul. 0-2 it will still be. 6-0 Roane County here in the top of the 3rd. Lady Raiders picked up 2 in the first, 4 more in the second. Nicholson rocks and fires. The 0-2 pitch upstairs, and once again, Katie Young. My goodness. For 4 years we've watched it, and it's still impressive 4 years later.
She has just such a quick reaction time behind the plate. Does a great job keeping the ball in front of her. That one had to go completely upstairs and snow cone it to keep that one from going into the backstop and advancing the runner.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch, ripped into the cage on the first base dugout side. A couple of Roane County players were up against the cage for a second there. Rattled the teeth.
Jumped back off that cage real quick like.
1-2 once again with 2 outs. The pitch down the middle, off speed, out in front goes Fount. And the 3rd strikeout of the game issued by Nicholson. Runners aboard, still no damage in the top of the 3rd for Wirt County. To the bottom of the inning, 6-0 Roane County. As we move into the bottom of inning number 3 here in Game 1 of our doubleheader in the Little Canal Conference, it's Roane County leading Wirt County 6-0. First base hit of the game, though, in the 3rd for Wirt County. It was Kaylee Murray with a single. But other than that, not a lot of things happening. A runner interference getting Murray out from second base, followed by a ground ball out to the pitcher and a strikeout, number 3 of the day for Nicholson, who will bat first here in the bottom half of the 6th. Again, a 733 hitter, but she grounded out to the pitcher, Boyce, on the first pitch she saw to end the first inning. She'll lay off the first offering. That one drops in for a strike. Nicholson on the year, 3 RBIs, 5 doubles, a triple, and 3 runs scored. But at 733 batting average, it's a feat to get her out. This one popped up in the infield right in front of the catcher, and that will be Slack making the grab. So, as I mentioned, it's a hard out to get, and 2 in a row for Boyce on Nicholson.
Yeah, like I said, she's been a above 700 hitter this entire season. So, yeah, I mean, that's a big deal for the Tigers defense to be able to get Nicholson out twice.
So in steps Michaela Boatwright, walked and scored in the last inning. First pitch turns on it, rips it foul down the third baseline. Good contact for the .583 hitter.
Yeah, just got around on it a little bit too much. See the instruction there coming from base coach Kate Williams telling her to, keep that bat down low. That way you can drive it.
0-1 the count. Next pitch from Boyce stays upstairs, 1-1. But right, 3 RBIs on the season. Again, 3 stolen bases as well. Next one drops into the dirt. 2-1 the count to Boat right here in the bottom of the third. 6-0 Roane County with 2 in the first, 4 in the last inning, including the 2-run home run by Caden Steele. 2-1 pitch. That one missing outside. 3-1. Lexi Burdett on deck for Roane County.
That's just a good job of laying off of that outside pitch. You could see she really wanted to take a swing at it.
She will take a swing at this one. Gets underneath it, pops it up in foul territory. Back-to-back putouts for the catcher, Braylon Slack.
Give a little flex to the bench in the process.
And therein lies one of the issues, Matt, with a slower pitcher. It is so hard not to drop that back shoulder and get underneath pitches.
Yeah, you got to try to stay out in front of that one. You get under it just the least little bit, and that's what happens. You pop a couple of them up right over the plate.
Burdett was victim to that in the second inning. She popped out to Murray at shortstop, her first appearance. .250 hitter. She's got a double and 2 RBIs on the season. Check swing. Did she go around? I don't think there'll be a check with the base umpire. 2-0 the count.
Yeah, looked to me like she was able to hold up on that one.
.2-0 pitch from Boyce. And that one on the outside corner. 2-1 to the freshman.
It's real nice to have that versatile, utility player coming off your bench in these kind of situations.
Next pitch missing at the eyeballs. 3-1 yet again. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 6-0 Roane County winning. 3-1 pitch down the middle, chopped to third. Fout picks it up across the diamond, and the throw goes wide as Burdett safe at first.
A couple of times now we've seen Tigers have some issues getting it across the diamond there from third to first, and just good hustle again by Roane County to not give up on that play.
And after that play, Coach Clint Fout out to check with his infield. Maybe settle him down a little bit. Not a lot of strategy here with a runner on first and 2 outs. You can take the put out at any base if it's a ground ball. It'll be Fair Smelko. She stepped into the plate in the second inning and dropped a bunt immediately. First pitch bunt, single. Ended up scoring in that 4-run second. One of the 2 runs driven in by Piper Harlan on her single right before she got picked off first.
Now batting number 18, Fair Smelko.
So the meeting with the Wirt County infield is done. Smelko digs in left side of the batter's box. Well, they're playing regular depth. She may drop one here. She dropped the bunt in the first inning. Or the second inning. That time she squared the bunt, and it moved the defense while they moved Burdett to second with no throw. 0-1 the count now.
Yeah, you got to think that was the strategy. You got to watch Murray at short, make sure she covers third.
That pitch gets over the head of the catcher Slack, and that will allow Burdett to advance to third. 1-1 the count. And normally you'd say Smelko could drop a bunt here easily, but there's 2 outs on the board. She's going to be swinging.
I don't know. I think there's still a threat of a bunt.
That'd be confidence. Next pitch gets away from Slack, but Burdett said, We've already seen a couple of running mistakes in this ball game. She's not going to be one of those. 2-1 the count. Top of the Lady Raider order stands on deck with Piper Harlan. Again, Roane County, if they've got an out still, they've got an opportunity. 2-1 pitch inside corner, and that one self-preservation swing fouls it off. Count evens 2-2.
A good job to even make contact with that one. Raiders still 6-0 lead. 2 outs, bottom of the third.
Boyce fires across, and that one fouled off. Smelko. So she is swinging at that pitch and shaking her head already. She knew she shouldn't have swung at the high heat. Hey, she touched it, though. As long as you stay alive to see another pitch, Grandpa over there at first is not going to be mad.
Oh.
Another 2-2 pitch. Smelko pops it up. Third base side. That one hits the dugout roof for Wirt County. So a battle here now with a 2-2 count. I said grandpa. I wasn't calling Coach Salvucci old. I'm just saying that's an actual grandpa.
Yeah, I mean, that was a literal reference to him being a Fair's grandfather.
Yeah. Even though he is a little older, he could probably still take me. 2-2 the count. The pitch from Boyce drops out of the zone, and now a full count to Smelko. This has been a good at-bat. So you got a freshman on third, Matt, and a freshman at the plate.
It's good to see the youngsters getting in early varsity action. This bodes well for the future.
3-2 pitch up at the eyeballs, and Smelko earns herself the base on balls. So the inning will continue here, and you got the top of the Roane County order coming to the plate, Matt. You got Piper Harlan, who's 2 for 2 with a triple, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. I had to take a deep breath before I read all that.
We always talk about the 2-out rallies. We've seen it for years. Roane County always capable. If you've got somebody at the plate, there's always a chance.
Boyce, first pitch to Harlan. That one missing upstairs. No, that one a called strike. Late call by the home plate umpire. 0-1 to Harlan. Again, a 625 hitter. She's got 7 RBIs, 6 triples.
Just got to be patient here. Wait for one that you can drive into the outfield.
0-1 pitch she does, and she rips it opposite field once again. That will score Burdett easily. Smelko heading around to third. And that will add another to Harlan's RBI total. She now has 3 in the first 3 innings. And the inning will continue. And this is what we're talking about, Matt. It is now 7-0. And you've got Carly Greathouse coming to the plate. Pair of singles, an RBI, and 2 runs for the center fielder. First pitch, though, launched into the stratosphere. Right center field, moving over is Copeland. Into the glove for out number 3. Roane County tacks one on in the bottom of the third. They lead it after 3 complete, 7-0, fourth inning on its way. We welcome you back inside the Lady Raiders softball complex. Game 1 of our twin bill And Roane County, after 3 innings of work, leading 7-0 on the scoreboard. They tacked another on in the bottom of the third. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on base. To the fourth we go. And for Wirt County, it will be hitters 5, 6, and 7 in the order coming to the plate. It will be Mulaney Smith, Harley Boyce, and Avery Reeder. As Nicholson getting her final warm-up pitches in. We'll be back in action up on top of the hill at Leo Hines' Memorial Field tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Roane County's baseball team welcoming Webster County for a single game in the conference. A lot of conference games to begin the season for both teams. Roane County with just 1 out-of-conference game. That was the first game against Lewis County, the victory. Smith digs in, grounded out to Nicholson in the second inning, and she looks on at 1 on the outside corner. Didn't I say after the first 2 innings, Matt, you might start seeing some outside corner pitches?
Well, she's been working it around all over the strike zone here early in the game.
Matt's not giving me any credit for that. High heater, swung on and missed.
The law of averages says eventually she's going to throw it outside, Drew.
Listen, I want to be known as a really deep thinker, okay? Here comes the 0-2 pitch down the middle, and just a piece of it for Smith. That one hit off the top of the chain link fence over at the first base dugout. So now I'm a philosophizer.
All right, let's philosophize this next one here. Attack the hitter or
Off
lay
speed.
off of it?
Off speed.
Off speed.
0-2 pitch. There it was, the high heater, and Nicholson laughing about it because she knows she missed the pitch, but Smith offers up the swing anyway for strikeout number 4 on the day for Nicholson. So the leadoff batter retired, and the pitcher, Harley Boyce, coming to the plate, walked on 5 pitches but was stranded at second in the second. First pitch, late swing as Nicholson humped up on that one. Boy, when she wants to throw that softball hard, Matt, you can hear it.
Yeah, that's one of the nicest sounds you're going to hear in softball is that smack when it hits the catcher's mitt.
0-1 pitch, again, down the middle for strike 2. Fastball, fastball. I'll let Matt pick this pitch. Oh, 0-2 the count. Outside pitch framed by Young, just a little low. Young, you could see the body language.
It was a good location on that pitch, though. It hit that outside corner nicely, just stayed down a little bit too much.
Young really wanted that one. 1-2. The walk and fire, and it doesn't matter. Swing and a miss. Nicholson really starting to feel it now. That's 3 straight strikeouts, Matt, going back to the third inning. Came in with 45. She's added 5 more, 50 on the year. Half a century mark in just 6 games.
Yeah, the first 2 innings, she was having a little bit of control issues, was missing her mark, letting them fly a little bit high. The last 2, just like that one, finding the mark.
Yeah, she has certainly worked through those first couple of innings issues. Reeder, who walked on a full count in the second, looks on at strike 1. Nobody on, 2 outs, top of the 4th. Lady Raiders leading 7-0. Next pitch, late swing, strike 2. Boy, and this has the makings of a fast inning. Nicholson looking to try to strike out the side here. Bottom of the 4th, Roane County with Steele, Mitchell, Young. 3, 4, 5 hitters coming to the plate. 0-2 pitch, check swing. Did she go? It doesn't matter. A called strike 3 on the corner. And Nicholson rocking and rolling. 3 straight strikeouts as Nicholson finishes the side. Bottom of the 4th we go, 7-0 Roane County. Moving into the bottom of inning number 4, Roane County leading Wirt County 7-0. And Mahaley Nicholson in that first couple of innings was working through some issues with control. Obviously gotten that taken care of with 3 up, 3 down as she strikes out the side. Nicholson now with 6 Ks on the day. And Roane County in the bottom of the 4th will see Caden Steele, Lacey Mitchell, Katie Young. All 3 of these young ladies now on the season have put one across the fence. It was Steele back in the 2nd, the 2-run homer. She's 1 for 1 with a pair of RBIs. As Boyce delivers way upstairs on the first offering here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, that home run swing that she had earlier was about as true of a hit as you're going to see.
1-0 pitch. That one slides just a bit inside, 2-0. First game of 2 here today in the Little Canal Conference. 2-0 pitch coming. That one misses outside. 3-0 to Steele. And you think about this, Matt, it is the bottom of the 4th, so if Roane County can plate 1 here, they'll have that 8-run lead going into the 5th. Squaring to bunts, backing off, just trying to mess with Boyce. It works as Steele is issued her 2nd walk of the day, and there is that potential 8th run on the base paths for Roane County. Steele does have a pair of stolen bases as well. Lacey Mitchell, a sack RBI in the 1st, a single in the 2nd. First pitch low and inside. Good stop behind the plate by Slack.
A good reaction on that one. You know, we've not seen the offensive explosion that we thought we might see here from Roane County, but it's been very steady production in every inning so far.
2-4-1. Here's one ripped shallow left field. Moving over and making a great play is Dusky. No one guarding 2nd, though, and an otherwise decision for a Lady Raider runner that time. Steele headed out to 2nd on the tag. Nice play, though, by Dusky. She had a long road to cover to get to that pitch.
Yeah, you thought that one might make it down that left field line. She did, had a good jump on that ball, made a nice catch.
Katie Young, leading RBI producer on the year for Roane County. Right now, she was hit by a pitch in the 1st, popped out to 3rd in the 2nd. So officially 0 for 1. She has 11 RBIs, a .583 hitter this year. Next offering stays upstairs, 2-0.
You got to figure if she can get anything into the outfield, it should score. Steele from 2nd.
2-0 pitch coming from Boyce. And once again, missing upstairs. 3-0 is the count. Mahaley Nicholson on deck. 7-0 Lady Raiders.
Well, you know, Young, she's looking to find a pitch to give it a ride. Doing a good job, though, being patient at the plate. Draws the walk.
She'll get nothing. 4-pitch walk issued to Katie Young. Runners at 1st and 2nd. Nicholson due. She is the top hitter on the team statistically, .733, but she's got a ground out back to Boyce in the 1st and a pop fly to the catcher, Slack, in the 3rd. She'll step way up in the batter's box, see if she can produce a run or 2. First pitch, missing outside. Again, Boyce took one right off the shin in the 1st inning from the bat of Lacey Mitchell. Wondered if she could continue. She's still there, still going.
Yeah, she's really battling in this game. I mean, she's
inside corner, nubbed off the bat. That will just trickle through. They're going to send Steele around to score. Here comes to 3rd the runner, and safe at 3rd as the base comes popping out is Greathouse, the pinch runner for Katie Young. So finally Nicholson breaks through here with the RBI single. And again, that will give them the run that they need to possibly short game Wirt County in the top of the 5th. Obviously, if you're Roane County, you don't want to end it there. Nicholson getting a pinch runner. Afton Wilson in.
Yeah, Nicholson didn't get all of that last pitch, but got enough of it to get it between third and short.
Michaela Boatwright. Boatwright 0 for 1. She walked in the second and scored on Harlan's 2 RBI single back in the second. And then popped out right after Nicholson in the third to the catcher Slack. 3 RBIs on the season, looking for another 1 or 2. Again, you've already got the 8 runs, but you wouldn't mind, Matt, having a couple more just in case. Although after that last inning Nicholson showed, this might be enough.
Yeah, if she can continue to hit her mark like she did in the top of the fourth, striking out the side.
Still just 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. It's called strike here. To Boatwright makes it 2-1. The pinch runner Greathouse for Young is at third. Pinch runner Wilson for Nicholson at second. 2-1 pitch inside, and getting out of the way is Boatwright, and that will allow Greathouse to slide in safely on the wild pitch. Add 1 to the total, now 9-0.
Again, those first couple innings were a little bit shaky at times on the base paths, a couple of miscues from Roane County. They've really done a better job here the last couple. Just heads up base running there by Greathouse. Give Roane County the 9-0 lead.
Wilson moved on to third. Here's the pitch. This one is ripped into the gap in left center field, but Kaylee Copeland diving after it, makes the grab, and keeps Wilson at third, and Copeland gets up shaking it a little bit. You deserve it after that play.
Yeah, that was an excellent play. That definitely saved the run because that looked for sure like it was going to be a gap shot. Great play out there in center by Copeland.
That will be 2 outs now. Boatwright robbed of a extra bases hit. And Lexi Burdett back to the plate. Man, that was nice.
Yeah, that really was. Boatwright's frustrated on that one, but she got a good shot on that ball. Copeland just made a highlight reel type catch.
And can't be disappointed with the contact. 1-0 pitch. Burdett made an effort to get out of the way of that one. Ish. That'll clip her on the inside leg, and she will be at first with a hit by pitch.
Credit for the toughness, just standing there and let the ball hit you.
I mean, you do know what her last name is, right?
This is true.
If you're a Burdett, you're going to be tough. Fair Smelko back to the batter's box. 1 for 1. Squares the bunt, drops one right in front of Boyce. She'll head to first. Will it be in time? Got her just in time. A nice play by Boyce. A good job by Reeder, the second baseman, to cover for out number 3. 2, though, across, and Roane County has a chance for the short game here in the top of the fifth. 9-0 Lady Raiders. We welcome you back inside the Lady Raider softball complex. After 4 complete innings, Roane County leading Wirt County in game 1 of 2. 9-0. Roane County, as Matt said, has been steady Eddie here. 2 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 more in the third, and 2 more in the bottom of the fourth on a hit, an error, and 2 left on. So a chance for Roane County to get out of this game in the top of the fifth. For Wirt County, they'll need 2 to continue. It'll be Katie Dusky. Left fielder made a big play out in left field early in the last half inning. She struck out looking one of 6 strikeouts for Nicholson, who is absolutely humming, Matt. She has found it back in that 3rd inning, and she has struck out 4 straight batters. That was a nice pitch, 0-1.
Yeah, she's just found her mark. She's just coming in and just attacking every one of these hitters, just challenging them with each pitch.
And even that one that missed on the outside corner looks like she's getting it where the glove is. 1-1 the count to Dusky. 8-9-1 to the plate here in the top of the 5th for Wirt County. 1-1 pitch goes back inside and jams the batter. Dusky catches a piece, fouls it off, 1-2. Be Dusky followed by Neff and then Murray at the top of the order. Murray represents the lone base hit of this ball game for Wirt County back in the 3rd. Here comes the 1-2, taking a bit off of it. That one stays low. 2-2 the count. Nicholson working relatively quickly, feeling confident, and that's why. Right over the middle for strike 3, number 7. And, Matt, that is 5 straight strikeouts.
So Mahaley got her groove back.
Okay, I was not prepared for that one. Thank you. Allie Neff, hitter number 9, and the right fielder struck out her only other plate appearance in the 2nd. Late swing. Oh, I hate you, Matt. 0-1 the count. Oh, yeah, Nicholson. See how fast she's back to the bat or back to the circle. Rocks and fires. Check swing on the inside corner. And they'll check down with the base umpire. Not sure if Mike Brohard was watching. He just figured 5 straight strikeouts. I'm going to assume that was 1 too. 1-1 the count.
Just fixing to take the evening off.
Outside corner and swing and a miss. 1-2.
Tough one to lay off of. The way Nicholson's really just bringing the heat with every one of these pitches.
Looking for 6 in a row is Nicholson. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and she has got it. Wow. Wow. Nothing but K's since the last batter of the 3rd inning. Top of the order, Kaylee Murray, one of the few who has not been K'd here. She grounded back to Nicholson. It went off the glove. It was a 6-3 put out in the 1st. The lone base hit was back in the 3rd. She reached all the way to 2nd, and then a runner interference call ended her hopes of getting home. Roane County 1 out away here in the top of the 5th from short gaming it, 9-0. First pitch to Murray in the dirt. Murray will provide some pushback here, obviously.
Your leadoff hitter, shortstop, one of your best athletes on the team. Yeah, she's not going to back down from the challenge.
1-0 pitch ripped towards the second baseman, and that one goes through the wickets of Burdette, and that one will offer a runner at first here in the top of the 5th with 2 outs on the E4. Nice piece of hitting, again, opposite field. But with the speed right now and the confidence of Nicholson, you'll take what you can get. So Murray reaches on the air with 2 outs, and Braylon Slack coming to the batter's box. She is 0 for 1, a walk in the 1st, and then a ground back to Nicholson in the 3rd. And Nicholson goes back to work, missing low and away.
Yeah, you could see on that last one, Burdette was expecting a big hop off the ground. It hit and just deadened and just slid right up underneath the glove.
1-0 the count. Nicholson rocks and fires in the dirt. They'll send Murray down, and that one not in time as Murray will swipe the bag at second. And again, you are not even worried about Murray if you are Mahaley Nicholson, because even if she scores, it doesn't matter. right now worried about the batter. 2-0 the count to Slack. Nicholson, dribbler over towards the shortstop instead. It will be Boatwright, and look at the arm of Michaela Boatwright. She got in front of Steele at short, fielded it on the run, and Matt, she blistered it across the diamond to Lacey Mitchell. This looked like for a second it was going to be an infield single, and look at the arm of Michaela Boatwright as she finishes that one off in style. Runner aboard, no damage, and after 4.5 innings, Roane County will short run Wirt County in the top of the fifth. 9-0 your final score. We'll take a break for our sponsors, come back, try to get a quick recap and some statistics. We'll let you start your Player of the Game awards, and we'll get set for Game 2 after this. Wow. We welcome you back inside the Lady Raiders softball complex after one game of two. It is Roane County victorious in short innings. The top of the fifth is all it took for Roane County to defeat Wirt County 9-0. In the first game, Roane County improves now to 5-1, and Wirt County falls to 1-5. In this one, it was Mahaley Nicholson pitching very dominantly in the third, fourth, and fifth innings. Struggled a little bit with control in the first couple of innings. Got things going at the end of that second with a pair of strikeouts, added another in the third. And then the fourth and the fifth where she was absolutely dominant. She struck out at one point 6 straight batters. And for Nicholson, she gets the victory in 5 innings of work, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks, 1 hit batter, just a 1-hit outing for Nicholson, a 1-hit shutout for Mahaley. And for Wirt County, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error defensively for Roane County, and 5 batters left on base. For Roane County, 9 runs on 9 hits, 3 Wirt County errors, 6 Lady Raiders left on base in this one. Individually for Roane County, Piper Harlan had a great day, 3 for 3, 3 RBIs, a triple, and a run scored. Carly Greathouse, 2 for 3 with an RBI and a pair of runs. Cadence Steele, 1 for 1 with the 2 RBI home run and 2 runs scored. Also 2 walks for Steele in this one. Lacey Mitchell, 1 for 3 with a sac RBI. Katie Young, 0 for 1 with a run. She was hit by a pitch and walked in 2 of her 3 at-bats. Mahaley Nicholson, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Kayla Boatwright, 0 for 2. She did score a run on a walk. Lexi Burdette, 0 for 2 with a run. She was hit by a pitch as well. And Ferris Smelko, 1 for 2 with a run and a walk. Again, Matt, you mentioned it, Roane County steady Eddie throughout this one.
Yeah, we thought coming in that there might be, potential for some big innings for Roane County, but yeah, just steady production, good all-around performance, offensively and defensively. Everybody pretty well getting into the action at some point or another. Being patient at the plate, I think, was one of the biggest things because, they're coming in expecting to be able to, maybe mash some balls. So it's real easy to maybe get a little too aggressive against that slower pitch. Did a great job just of waiting on the pitches and, drawing walks. Wasn't a ton of hits to be had. It was just getting on base, moving people around, and then, that big home run by Steele, that really was a huge lift for the Roane County offense. And, like you said, defensively, Nicholson struggled a little bit in the first couple of innings, finding her mark. Had a few little control issues and really settled in and then just started dominating.
She corrected that quickly.
Yeah, she really did. It was just an excellent outing all around for Roane County here in this first game, and we'll just kind of sit back and see what we get in game 2.
And take care of business. It happened like this. Roane County in the bottom of the first 2 runs on a pair of hits. They got 4 runs in the second, and that 2-run home run came with 2 outs on the board. So 4 off of 5 hits in the second for Roane County. They added 1 in the third on a hit, and in the fourth they got the 2 they needed. Well, the 1 they needed and then an extra one. And, of course, they blanked Wirt County for the 9-0 victory in 5. Time now for Matt White to dish out our Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts Player of the Game Award here for the first one.
Well, I think if, your Roane County fans here, you got to go with Nicholson on defense. 8 strikeouts, only 3 walks, and a 1-hitter and a shutout, 9-0. So, defensive player of the game, Mahaley Nicholson. And I think you can give it a split on offense. You have to give credit there to Caden Steele, 2-run home run, 1 for 1, 2 runs scored after drawing a walk a couple of times, and then Piper Harlan. You go 3 for 3, 3 RBIs with a triple. You got to get some kind of credit for that. So, offensive player of the game, Piper Harlan, and Caden Steele. Defensive player of the game, Mahaley Nicholson.
Roane County wins game 1 of 2, 9-0 in 5 shortened innings. We'll take a break back to the studio quickly while we regroup and get all of the stuff we need, the information for our second game coming up. We appreciate you joining us on all of our phases, WVRC 104.7 FM, WVRCFM.com, and, of course, all of those of you listening and watching on Facebook Live, we're going to pause that video and we'll come back with a new Facebook Live stream, and we'll come back with a new game here in just a little bit. Roane County wins it 9-0. We'll be right back.